David Sales.
I'd like to mention at the beginning, Darla Sturdy could not be here due to her anniversary of her son being killed. I'd also like to read a little update that was written about my daughter who was, her life was terminated due to a TriMet accident. Becoming a life flight nurse is an option Danielle Sales is considering as she prepares for college at the Applied Medical Program at the Skills Center, or maybe an OB/GYN. Emergency medicine interests me the most, Danielle added. Danielle is in the Medical Magnet Program at Fort Vancouver High School and is in her second year at the Skills Center. I really like the hands-on learning. In the first year we had our own patients in the nursing home. I really loved it, she shared. I also spent a week in the Family Birth Center at Southwest Washington Medical Center, where there were no live births where I was there, but I learned a lot. It's overwhelming in a way to see that such a little person as a baby had so many needs. It was reassuring to have the opportunity to know their needs were being met by me. She feels this would not have been possible without the Skills Center. It definitely has been a jumpstart to my life, Danielle said. For Danielle, the Skills Center has met her needs on a personal level, as well as the academic learning. Last year, when Danielle's 18-year-old sister passed away, Danielle said her instructors were there for me at the point in my life that would affect me the most. I had more of a personal relationship with them, and they surrounded me in a positive atmosphere. They helped me to see the difference I made in other people's lives, because the teachers were compassionate towards me, and I felt I could pass something down. The grieving process opened my eyes in other ways, feeling and pushing me up to help pass the compassion on. Danielle's been doing a lot of passing it on, from fundraising to various other cancer foundations to the penny drive for Dornbecker Children's Hospital, cleaning the beach with the Key Club, assisting the International Smokeout, and she also finds time for acting in high school plays, softball, the fire dance team, and currently a campus advocate speaking at sophomore tours for the Skills Center. Whatever she decides to do in life, it's obvious that Danielle will find a way to do it. That's my daughter. And that's how the teachers saw her. They wrote that before she passed away, after she got out of high school. During this board meeting, I have heard absolutely nothing about safety. I have heard nothing but financial issues of how we can raise money to expand lines and do things better for the people of this city and the different counties that are involved. I've heard absolutely nothing about safety. Nothing. Which is a disgrace. I've gotten some of the information back from TriMet when my daughter was killed. During that process, the supervisors were interested in why the police wanted the driver of that bus in a police car and why they would not allow her out of it. It was a concern to them that the police were going to question her. It was a concern as to what the police were going to ask her. It was a concern of what she was going to tell them and what they could hide. What I have heard was nothing about the situation that would have made it better for my child or any other public citizen out there. It was nothing more than to merely hide the evidence, hide people, hide the driver, and hide everything. There's been nothing but a lack of safety at this whole agenda. Not one conversation that you guys have had here today has had anything to do with safety. Absolutely nothing. Except for the police officer, the sheriff from Clackamas County stating what a detriment expanding those lines are going to be to his force and to the public. You want to upgrade the rail system? What about the buses that are expired? What about your equipment there? What about your preventative maintenance towards that? Preventative maintenance towards safety, the #1 concern of the public and the city of Portland. I've had so many comments brought up to me since this incident has happened. How are you going to protect these people?
Mr. Sims.
You know, you have a big job on your hands. Fred, I'm sure you've done a great job. I don't know much about you, but I do know that this was a huge, huge tragedy, and you guys have done nothing to make it better. I see the report, I've got the report. I know what it says. I've read through it. What about why would you extend TriMet service to new areas when safety isn't even up to par in your existing services? You want to extend all this and have no safety program in place for your existing problems. You've got a big job to do, Neil. You know, you need to come out of that office and ride these buses. These people need to know, the drivers have got to be more aware of, and they have been, since this accident and my daughter's life has been taken, they have been more aware of this safety. It's understandable. But too little, too late. 32 people have died since 1988. 2 other people died on top of the 2 people that were killed in my daughter's accident. They died on a rail line accident the same night. 4 people in one night. We've got drivers. My sister calls me from Beaverton. A driver runs through a light to try to beat an 8-year-old kid across the street in a crosswalk. The bus 76, and I have all the details. It's ridiculous. You guys need to do something about this. You need to have more awareness to these. You've got a position open for a safety advisor or a safety coordinator. Mr. Learbach's the only one who's brought up anything about safety in both the meetings I've attended. And Fred, you had to. I was here last time. We need to do some more things about it. We need more ride-arounds with these drivers. We need drivers that are less aggressive. We need drivers that don't think that they own the road. They serve the public. The public is the boss. They're not. You're not, for crying out loud. The public is. And you're killing them. It's evident. There's proof right there. Let's see some safety, guys.
Thanks, David.